So here we go. Ladies, thanks for being with us. And Katrina, thanks for reminding me. As I said, this is our Teaching Tuesday, where one of our members of Lead Up for Women get to come forward and teach you their genius. We all have to wear a lot of hats in our business, but the beautiful part about having this Teaching Tuesday is that we get to learn from other experts that are experts in their lane. And then we get to take that and apply it to our business. So I met Katrina and she reminded me that we were at a year anniversary not too long ago. She goes, it's just been a year. And I was like, only a year? Seems like we've done so much in a year. Some of you might say, well, that's because we know you and Katrina and you guys are fast movers. We are. We believe that the fastest path to wealth is speed. We definitely agree on that. And so if you want to learn how to do that, hang around us more because we'll teach you all how to do that. But we make very, very fast decisions. And just that's why Katrina's, been on here twice already because she made the fast decision to get in and book her spotlights right away. She booked one right away and then one a little bit further out because she knew she wanted to pace herself and be in other spotlights that we've had. So that's what the beauty, and I'll enter some information into the chat so that all of you can see how you can be part of this community moving forward and in 2022. So like I said, I met Katrina about a year ago, and what interested me about Katrina, and this is a true story, I met her at a networking event. I saw all the books behind her. Everyone see all the books behind her? Okay. So I was like, she was telling me she was an author of all these books. I booked a call with her. I got on the phone, and the first thing I said to her was, okay, you've got to tell me, how did you become an author of all these books? What's the trick? How'd you do it? And I'm one of those people that I just want to learn from other people, right? How'd you do it? Teach me how to do it. I don't want to reinvent the wheel and figure it out myself. So that's what I did. And she said, it's pretty easy. This is what I do. This is how I do it. I get collaboration books together. I was like, awesome. Can you come talk to my private clients? I think this could be a really great opportunity for them. They want to do books. They're not sure how to get them started. I don't have the resources on doing that as a publishing. And then Katrina, starts a publishing company on helping people get their books out there. And I was like, this is so great. So Katrina and I have jumped in and done other partnerships together and other things that we've done to help each other. But the biggest part is we continue to cross collaborate, which has brought both of us so many new contacts, so many new clients, so many new opportunities just from cross collaborating. And today she's going to be teaching us about how to automate your biz. And I wrote, in the Facebook message that this is about your business becoming easier and you saving time. That's what automation does. And I come from a franchising background that many of you might remember. And everything in franchising is about processes and procedures for ease of duplication. So remember, if you have automation in your business, then you're able to duplicate processes and things very quickly that can be done while you're not having to focus on it. So that's why I'm happy to have Katrina here today because, ladies, this is all about making our lives easier. We did not design these businesses to make it harder for us to work more. That's not what we're doing. And if that's what you're doing, then you're in the right place. And this is the reason why you're here today. So Katrina, you want to take it away? She's like, stop it. Stop doing that.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Yay. I see so many familiar faces. I think there might be just one or two people that I don't know or haven't seen on the call. So yay. And how many of you are not members of Lead Up, which is great, of course. Okay. All my clients. Awesome.
Well, thanks, Katrina.
That's funny. Okay, I'm glad you're here. You're finally, trusting me. Maybe it's early enough. You didn't have anything on your calendar. I know I had to get up early for this. And I also have to turn down my heater because now I'm on the hot seat, definitely. So I want to talk about automating today. And many of you have heard about automating. You're probably already doing a lot of automation in your business. The thing is that this is the thing that's going to make you so much more money, right? Do you guys get that? And so first you have to have a bigger money goal. Most people that I talk to don't have, in my opinion, big enough money goal. You're not stretching yourself. So I want you to think of how you can make more money. And then a lot of people think that that in order to make more money, they have to work harder or longer hours. Anybody of that mindset? No. Okay. There's a couple of you that think that if I'm going to make more money, I just have to work harder. I don't want to do that. Right. So I'm good with this much money instead of that much money. So I want to, in order to get the big money that you want or deserve, or, you know, sometimes people say, well, I just need to make this. It's okay. And that's okay. But what if you made a lot more money? Could you do more with that? Could you fund your retirement? Could you send your kids to college or grandkids to college? Could you give back more to the community? So hopefully you've got that on the brain. I'm not going to talk about making money, I mean, today necessarily like directly, but the goal is you have to sometimes stop and do the stuff we're going to talk about today in order to see the bigger money. But sometimes we're on this little hamster wheel and we're just going. Anybody going right now? And you're so busy like already for the year that you can't even stop and take a breath, and you're lucky if you're here. And you're probably doing something else at the time right now too, as you're sitting here listening. I urge you to maybe not do that, because what I'm going to talk about today, I want, like, if you're going to do something during this call, I'm all about multitasking and I'm good at it. Some people are not good at it, so be careful. But I'm not saying that's a good thing to do unless you're super good at it. But the thing, what I want you to do is I want you to log into your website right now and make some changes on it. I want you to log into Facebook and do some things on that to make more automation. I want you to pull out an old ebook or checklist and update it so it's more automated. I want you to do the things we're talking about today if you're going to multitask, please. Okay. Don't be checking emails. Don't do that. Stay focused with what can you implement, because that's how, otherwise, why do you attend calls? If you're going to attend calls like this, where it's really a teaching, let's get shit done kind of a call, then let's focus on the stuff that I'm talking about today. How about that? Everybody kind of agree with me there? Like, yeah, we're all in. Okay, great. So I do have a few slides to show here. First, I'll put my intro in the chat, which is a little long, but so you have it, just so you have it. I do have a little PowerPoint. I'm going to skip through it because the days of PowerPointing people are gone, right? So like, I pulled out, I told Colleen before the call, I pulled out my Automate Your Biz to Skyrocket Your Profits PowerPoint and had to dust it off and make some improvements on it. I don't think I've done this talk since 2020 maybe, but I teach it all the time to clients and in my workshops and stuff. So let me just show a couple things, but know that the first thing that we want to do is know your numbers, right? So let me see here. Okay. All right, you should all be able to see my slides. If you can't, let me know. I'm going to open the chat too, so I can watch. Okay, so I can watch what you guys are doing. Okay, so if you want, see what my goal is to create your happiest life ever. Help you create your happiest life ever. Happy to me means lots of love in your life and money in your business, and then really good health. Right? I added that one in after 40 because I had shit happen. So like, right, Tony? Yay, we're glad you're here. Thank you for being here. I love you. So love, money, and health. If we have that, we're the happiest ever. But in order to have a lot of love in our life and self-care and time off with families and vacations, and a lot of money in our business and good health so we can focus on our health, and money to fund the things we need to pay for, like acupuncture and chiropractic and all these other things, we need to make more money, and we need it consistently. Okay. So if you guys want, it's the consistency part that I really focus on with clients, because too many of us are on the roller coaster of cash flow. And I've been there, and it's scary. And it's 1 month you're great and 1 month you're not. So if you're like all about consistency, let me hear it in the chat. Yes, yes, yes. I want consistent cash flow. And then we want to keep making more. So I want to cover a little bit about my roller coaster ride and how I'm more consistent these days with my cash flow due to systems, automation, and organization. seriously. Okay. And then I'm going to tell you a bunch of other things. Hopefully, if you are overwhelmed or working too hard, some of these things you have to stop. You have to stop being, even if you're overwhelmed, you have to stop and do the work. Okay. This work, not just the, let me go get clients and let me market my business or let me go create a thing. You have to do these things that we're going to talk about today. And again, like I'm going to kind of speed through these. I don't want you to talk yourself out of your dreams. Oh, I'm too tired. I can't do this. You want to know what else is possible. I want you to live bigger. These are all of the, phrases that I live by. And I know Colleen's very with me on that too. We talked a little bit about money. I'm not going to stay there. You got to figure out what motivates you in order to do this, or you're not going to stop and do these systems. Okay. And if you aren't enjoying the type of lifestyle you want now, because of all these outside things, we have to figure out, okay, what to push away, what to lock over here for later, what to let go of, so we can clear the path for doing these things that are going to improve your business and your efficiency. Okay. Some of the biggest mistakes is we try to do it all ourselves. And I just did a video the other day on the 462 things we need to master as an entrepreneur. Literally, I said 462 things and I kind of laughed and I'm like, I haven't really counted, but I really think there's around 462 things that I've had to learn and master. Like literally. Oh, Misty says I need to figure out what actually motivates me. Yeah, you don't. You totally do. You do, because if you don't, you'll just kind of sit in, mediocrehood, or you won't be motivated. I'm trying to count calories right now. What motivates me to count calories? Well, I want to get into my, my size 12 jeans again. That'd be nice, especially if I have to start going to events and stuff. I'm like, so like what's motivating me is I want to look good in jeans, right? And so what's going to motivate you to make more money in your business? You're going to have to figure something out, and you can talk to any of us to help you do that. But you've got to talk to people. Sometimes you have to be around people. And there's a difference between interest and commitment. When you're interested in doing something, you do it only when it's convenient. When you're committed, you accept no excuses, only results. I don't accept excuses from clients. Every once in a while, I'll give somebody a pass because something happened or they got sick or their kid got sick, but I don't accept excuses. So we can't accept them for ourselves either. Okay, we have to keep moving on our action list as small baby steps or big leaps of faith. And like I said, I'm here to help you make more money. This is a little bit about me. If all I did was wave a magic wand and all I did was spend time with my family, my clients, doing events and retreats and having vacations, I would be a happy camper. And so doing what I love, this is what I love. I love educating, empowering, motivating, teaching, sharing, and this is me. And I don't have a huge bucket list because it doesn't matter. Like, I don't care if I climb Kilimanjaro. I certainly would not do that, frankly, because I do not like that much exercise.
It's actually on my bucket list.
Is it? I do want to travel more, but that's just the more I can automate, delegate, and systematize, the more I can take vacations with my family. So it's just how it is. Just for some of you who don't know me, I've been doing this for 19 and a half years. It's my 20-year anniversary this August in being in business, working from home, doing my own thing. Okay. And I couldn't even imagine going back to work. I did nothing but networking and follow-up when I started. Nothing. I was in 4 chambers, a leads group, eWomen Network in my local Sacramento, California area. All I did was networking and follow-up. I was really good at the follow-up, mind you. Okay, I have a whole system for follow-up. But the key was I was in front of a whole lot more people, okay, more often and in more ways. And, but that only got me to a certain amount of income, maybe 75,000, I think, in the first few years. And then when I added all the online stuff too, it just grew and grew and grew. So, but I had to hire mentors, get into mastermind groups, brainstorm with people, go to workshops, learn stuff, and then implement it, right? I had to implement it in order to get to where I am now, which is multiple 6 figures every year for the last, I don't know, like 13, 14 years. So it's not an easy task to get to. It was not easy. I cried. I've been in the floor with my bills. I get it. It's not been an easy journey at all. but it's that constant action that has kept me consistent. I do a lot of fun stuff now. So I have a mastermind, I do books, like Colleen said, I have a lot of online trainings. I'm doing a summit, like Dawn mentioned, she's a speaker on it. So is Christine. And I do live events. I'm bringing back live events this year, all kinds of stuff. These are the real keys to really redesigning your business to fit the kind of life you want to live. Know your big vision. Live your big vision every day. Constantly be simplifying and systematizing. These are the things, these are the things that are so critical. Simplifying and systematizing. Like, write those down. How can I simplify a process that I'm doing? How can I systematize it and or delegate it to somebody? That is what we want you to be on the lookout for, okay? And you're not going to be able to get to multiple six figures on a consistent basis without some help. I mean, like, that's just, so everybody write down, like, what is your big vision? If you could wave a magic wand, put a sentence in the chat. I'd love to hear, you have to stop.